we're live.
Oh, man. We are live. Hello. It feels so weird. Considering I'm over here on this side by myself.
Yes. So, unfortunately, we are Ericless tonight.
We are doing a callback to episode 1.
Oh, right.
This is a weird thing.
Where we were just the two of us.
You and I.
Yes.
So
we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants tonight, guys.
Yes, I gotta say, before we do start, I'm gonna go first this time. Because since
How was your week?
Well, before that,
okay.
I'm James, JD.
No!
I can't really do the third.
The first of his name tonight.
So I shall claim the mantle.
I'm Joe.
But
the great, the wonderful Joe.
The Jays. The Jays have taken over.
What up, garbage face?
Hello. So the Jays are taking over, James and Joe.
Yeah.
So, Joe.
Yes.
How was your week?
Actually, it was pretty fantastic. Work has been...
This is weird.
Right. Work has still been stressful. Don't get me wrong.
Okay. I was about to yell, who are you?
Right. But we have had some changes, which I won't go into just because I don't think it's right to go
Eric.
into. Uh-oh.
You're the third.
What up, garbage face Eric?
So, for the listeners, Eric is in chat.
Yep. Hey, Eric. I know you're not really cognizant or available to speak right now, except for type a little bit. What did you think of our intro?
Oh, no.
Did you get to see it? We will play it again just for you.
Oh.
Okay, everyone, hold that thought. We don't normally do this. I am going to play the intro again.
Yes,
So that was the intro.
Again. So, what did you...
We love you, buddy.
We love you so much. Don't kill us.
I think we just lost a listener.
No!
For everyone not watching our chat on Twitch, he just said, "What the fuck?" Could have been worse.
We miss you, bud.
Yes, we do.
Hope everything's going well today.
Hold on. I've gotta hold on. Let's just see. I know we're flying by the seat of our pants.
Oh, man.
You're just gonna deal with it.
So there was I was going to write paperwork for this episode, but oh no. This episode is brought to you by Facebook Messenger.
Don't you say that.
Unofficially.
Oh, and he's not going to answer.
Are you saying hold on? Hold on. He's working on it.
Oh, but I am.
So, say hi to everyone, Eric.
Yeah, Yeah, so podcast or die is a legit thing when it comes to me, at least.
Oh.
Right. So, Eric, how was your week?
It was decently bullshit up until last night.
Yeah.
So, for the listeners out there, basically what happened was I came home, just kind of laid down around the time, take a nap or whatever like that, woke up, and my abdomen was giving me a lot of issues. I still went online and played some video games and realized that, there was a possibility of a fever and everything. Come to find out, I went to the hospital, and appendicitis is a real thing, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I can say that now, but now I don't have my appendix, so I now officially know how it feels to be shanked in prison.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah, podcast or die.
Right.
Thumbs up.
Hey, you joined the podcast this time. December just isn't your month.
That's what everybody. You're not the first to say that.
Oh.
I said it earlier today to Ashley while you were under. So, yeah. But we will let you get back to resting, listening to the podcast, and wishing you were enjoying some of this sweet, sweet coffee.
Irish cream.
Yeah, don't go too hard, guys. Just because I'm not there, don't have way too much fun.
Well, we love you, buddy.
We do miss
I'm
you.
gonna go pick some weed.
Oh.
Talk to you later, man.
See you, bud. Oh.
Well, that was Eric's week, guys. Yeah, but my week, we had a lot of changes. It was still stressful, fairly stressful at work, but it ended up, the changes were for the better. So like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what happened or who's no longer with our team, but it was overall good. So,
But I guess.
and we know how Eric's week was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got an
go
echo.
over yours?
We got echo.
Oh, holy echo!
Echo. I'm gonna listen in real quick here, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna listen in real quick here, guys. Hey, Joe, can you say something?
Say something.
Only when Joe talks.
Hey, Joe, can you say something? Say something.
Sounds a little echoey. Yeah, you might need to fix it up a little bit. We'll get that set up. I will go ahead and indulge my week then while we're getting that set up. Actually, the past 2 weeks at this point, been pretty hectic at work with the Christmas rush. Everybody trying to get their stuff. You know how that is. But pretty hectic, and with all the stuff going around, unfortunately, which, watch yourself out there. You get sick real quick. No, this week our workplace had its dinner and its Secret Santa thing, Secret Santa setup. I had a really good gift. One of my work buddies, my Secret Santa, got me a Lego set of a Jedi Starfighter, and I got that built and set it on my desk today. It's really cool looking.
Let's see if that helps.
Does that sound okay?
Bueller.
Are we okay? Hello, people? Now I echo. No!
Okay, try again, JD.
All good now. All good now. All is good.
All is good in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But no, it's been pretty crazy. But other than that, been doing my walking. I finished watching. I actually walked.
Wah wah wah.
Wah wah wah.
Walla Walla, Washington.
While walking one day last week, I think it was last week. I watched Wednesday on Netflix. Really good. Highly recommend. Didn't expect murder mystery to mix with Addams Family, but it did. I highly recommend. Icing on the cake that Tim Burton directed it, so it
Nice.
really feels like the kind of like that same style of the older movies, the live actions. And I've been playing Pokemon Violet, which is a buggy game. It doesn't look the best, but it's still probably one of the better Pokemon games somehow. Highly recommend. But other than that, that's been my week, Joe. Were we wanting to do a little bit different this week with our article setup?
Well, let's talk about Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not only did he lose his role as Geralt in The Witcher,
But he got kicked from being Superman.
unfortunately.
The funny thing about this is that he actually got told by the studios before being rehired that he was supposed to announce his return as Superman back in October. So I actually have a tweet that I screenshotted. Give me just a second to find it. Let's see here.
I will say that a lot of people were thinking that he stepped down from The Witcher for Superman.
Yeah. So here's what he said. This was his official Twitter page, blue check mark and all. That doesn't mean much, but
Did you click on it to make sure that it was not a monthly?
right. Oh. I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he set for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been fun. It's been a fun ride with you all. Onwards and upwards. So I think that really shows some real humility that he really did want to continue playing this, but respects the studios and the director's decision to go.
Is it okay to say some spoilers of a recent DC movie?
Which one?
Black Adam?
I mean, I guess. I haven't seen it.
If
but-
I remember correctly, he's in Black Adam as Superman. I'd have to pull that up again. No fact check on that one, unfortunately. But but no. Like I said, he went all in on this. He stepped. If the rumors are true, he stepped down as Geralt in The Witcher to go all in as Superman again. It is a character that he was really good as. And I've also been told, actually there is another update for Cavill, is that he is now announcing that he is playing in a new series based on either series or movie. I'd have to look that up again. But he is in a Warhammer 40K movie I think, is the word. Pulling it up right now. Cavill. Yeah, he will play in a series for Amazon based off the tabletop series Warhammer 40K, which is, for people that don't know, is a very, 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 very grimdark space high fantasy, kind of about like space marines, the Emperor,
Yeah.
heresy, etc., etc. Like there are literal gigantic gothic churches in space. It's a really crazy fantasy. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I do wish him the best, though. I'm really sad. I haven't had a chance to fully watch his Geralt,
Oh, yeah.
but the stuff I've seen him as Geralt, I'm going to miss him as that character.
Right.
And from what
And
I've
he
seen,
seems like a decent actor. I mean,
oh no, he seems like a great
Yeah.
guy. He is a pretty big gamer apparently because he likes to build gaming rigs. He loves building gaming rigs apparently.
let's find his Twitch channel.
Cavill, hit us up.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more replaced than an Amber Heard cameo.
Oh.
Oh, shots fired.
Bang. So what I'm also getting out of this too is James Gunn is just trying to get rid of the Snyderverse.
Right.
Because it seems like he's slowly trying to push that under the rug. Because if I've heard correctly, his next Superman's going to be a younger actor. And kind of going toward the young Superman.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And hopefully,
Maybe kind of like what they did with Spider-Man.
probably,
Which is...
they're
you could-
really trying to
don't-
make a franchise.
Well, I get that, but you could do that because if you remember in the DC universe, there's such thing as Superboy.
Yes.
That's kind of like the Robin to Batman. It's Robin. No.
Or I'm wondering if, since they got James Gunn, are they going to go more toward kind of like the ha-ha comedy value? Or dark instead of super grim dark?
I enjoy with DC, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy Marvel and everything else, and they make it very colorful and everything else. When I think DC, I think dark, like not just the scenery, but like the whole overall attitude.
Batman. My parents are dead!
Right. I mean, my parents got gunned down by a bunch of guys outside of a movie theater. My arch nemesis is a serial killing clown. I mean,
Martha?
yeah, right. Not an alien from outer space, right?
Superman?
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. But no, I mean, I think you get what I'm saying, though, is that I think of more of the darker side of everything, not the bright and colorful Marvel world, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I think they do need to do something because I would love to see a DC universe like the Marvel universe.
Yeah, why so serious, Joe?
Why so serious?
Oh, gosh. I am... so, Gunn's, like, big contribution to the DC universe.
Is Amber Turding all over everything?
The second Suicide Squad.
Again, Amber Herding all...
Which was dark as all hell.
Yeah.
But he still somehow put that dark comedy into it.
Right.
And if it's anything like that where they keep the like crazy grimdark story but also add that nice little touch of haha here and there,
Right.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the Suicide Squad, there was a couple of comedy bits where I sat there and was like, ooh, that might be a little too much, man. Calm down. Calm down. The opening.
Right.
But No, I wish him the best. I actually can't wait to see what he does with Warhammer and what Space Marine he's going to become. Is he going to be the Space Marine or is he going to be the Emperor?
Yes. Secretly, he's both.
Heresy. Speaking of insane bits of stuff happening, we're going to go talk about our favorite director that is a little crazy with his works, Christopher Nolan. Because we're going from we're going from DC to a guy who did some DC movies. So he is promoting his next film called, and forgive me if I make issues, Oppenheimer, which is supposed to be a biopic about the life of famed nuclear scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer. This means that he would need some. So with him, he's saying that they need some new ridiculous practical effect to brag about, as per Christopher Nolan, because he did what was it, Tenet? Let's see, Inception, where he's just some weird practical effects. So he did for this movie, considering it's about nukes. He created an atomic test without computer graphics.
You mean he made a bomb?
No. Well, Nolan's vague implication that he and his visual effects supervisor, Andrew Jackson, not the president, created a fake nuclear weapon that is certainly attention-grabbing. So, in his insistence that they did so without the use of computer graphics, given Nolan's love of practical effects, this is no surprise. But it shouldn't be misunderstood. Not using CGI for the real-world recreation is one thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they shot a nuke.
Are we sure?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Like, are we really sure?
But one thing with his latest comments about Oppenheimer make clear is that he, by the way, I'm pulling this from the Polygon article, is that should he ever cast somebody like Tom Cruise in one of his movies, it's possible that no one would be safe from his CGI-less shenanigans. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. I don't know much about this movie that he's making, but it sounds interesting. I mean, I never got to watch Tenet either.
No.
He crashed a real 747 into a building on the set of Tenet.
Okay.
So I don't know how he's doing this and getting away with it. He apparently detonated a massive explosive device in the remote New Mexico desert still.
So a nuke.
No, I don't know. But,
Oh my gosh.
Right. I mean, how...
But they said they're trying to do something similar to like Mad Max Fury Road, where that had explosions during like their action sequences, which a lot of, I think it was like one straight shot scenes here and that one, here and there. And though that movie there had some moments of just insane choreography. So Nolan has his choreography craze as well. So I'd like to see what he does. I'd like to see a trailer for this, just to see what this is all about.
Uh-oh, the echo is creeping in again. We might have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I think we have not tested the 2 mic in a while, so we'll have to work with it. Hopefully it will calm down. I might be lag as well. Something that we cannot handle. But going from realism and craziness of special effects and all that, I was talking about Pokemon earlier.
Yes.
Oh, it's better now again.
It's a lag thing then.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So, Pokemon. We grew up watching the anime.
Yeah.
We had our journeys with good old Ash Ketchum.
God.
He's been a staple of the Pokemon franchise of the anime series for 25 years now. He has not grown an age over 9.
25 years?
Yeah, he is the...
That's almost as old as Eric. Oh, wait. No, it's not.
He's going to kill us. This is going to be the...
This is going to be my last episode, everyone. As soon as Eric gets over here, he's going to hobble over here in just a moment.
I'm visualizing him angry typing more than me right now.
Oh, God. JD Angry Thumbs is not something to deal with.
I did not know that was an emoji.
I did not either.
Kudos.
Yes, good job.
Gosh. So, Ash Ketchum, following this next season, starting next week, next month.
Just sitting here staring at the front door.
Oh, no.
At my front door? Oh, Ashley. Oh, okay. Green Tea Ecstasy. I thought that was Garbage Face that said that.
Oh.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, so Green Tea, you're just sitting there waiting.
So yes, back to this.
Yes.
This is the last season. It's going to be 11 episodes starting in January. In Japan, I don't know when it's coming over here to our neck of the woods. It will be the last season for good old Ash Ketchum and Pikachu.
Yay!
He might finally grow up. Because at this point he is...
get eaten.
Because as at this moment he is a young child with 25 years of experience. Business horses love him. But yeah, in this last season apparently he became Pokemon champion. He finally became he finally became the best. Like no one ever was. So it's time to kick him off the show. But after that, they're going to put in a series based off of the Pokemon Violet and Scarlet franchise. So we'll see where that goes. And hopefully they do a really good send-off for Ash Ketchum.
Kill him. Kill him off.
Gosh, that would get dark.
What's the point?
Gosh, that would be a hard brand change. Gosh, the Pokemon got violent.
I'm okay with it. Kill him. See, I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you. That's what Pikachu said to Ash?
Pika kill.
So, continuing the streaming corner, something weird happened on Max.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do tell.
So, apparently one of their, and by Max we do mean HBO Max.
Yes, this is kind of a double feature with this one.
So first off, HBO Max is getting rebranded to just Max because Warner Brothers wants to fuck the world. Make it sound like more like a porn app than a premiere HBO.
Joe.
Yeah.
It's HBO.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, I know. But just calling it Max makes it sound like RedTube or something, So
Pornhub.
Yeah. Basically. Right. So, that being said, they are Warner Brothers has decided to the bunny decided to rebrand it to just Max. Yeah.
Are they going to call the the premium app Max Power?
Oh God.
Man About Town.
So, on top of that, there was a little show that a lot of people seem to enjoy. I never did. I tried. I couldn't.
What is this?
It premiered in 2016. Yeah. I think as I describe it a little bit more, you'll get the
I'm kind of getting a
hint.
picture.
Yeah. It was focused on a Wild West themed amusement park inhabited by robots that
the future.
park goers could interact and roleplay with. It's a little show called Westworld.
Yeah, what happened?
They removed it completely.
What the fuck? Why?
It doesn't exist anymore.
But where can I watch my show?
No.
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 I mean, you can probably catch clips on YouTube if it hasn't been copyright striked.
No. I wanna watch my Western sci-fi.
Right. That's almost as bad as Cowboys versus Aliens or whatever the fuck that show was called.
I want to watch my robot cowboy Jurassic Park. Comical, considering the same author wrote this.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, is there going to be a way that you can pull this up, find it now? I'm going to look up and see if they did any updates.
So they did have a comment here. HBO did. Or Warner Brothers. As we work towards bringing our content catalogs together under one platform, we will be making changes to the content offering available on both HBO Max and Discovery Plus. A statement from the HBO Max read in August when a significant number of titles were shelved. That will include the removal of some content from both platforms. So that makes me wonder, because if they're combining Discovery Plus and HBO Max, two wildly different platforms, because you think Discovery Plus, you think more like SeaWorld and cave diving, and the let's
documentaries.
Documentary type of styles, and then you think of HBO and you're thinking Game of Thrones and full frontal nudity, sex scenes, and one's kind of really kid friendly and one will,
Rar.
Yeah.
Rar.
Rar. Rar. And so if they are trying to combine the two, they almost have to take all of the adult only content off of from HBO.
Well, they're doing another thing instead.
They're
instead getting rid of as much animation as they possibly could.
The fuck?
That I do know. Apparently a lot of animated stuff that HBO and anything by like Warner Brothers, etc., with Discovery kind of being a big portion of the company now, there's been a lot of removal of the animation industry from their platforms.
So, Crunchyroll, here we come.
I have to look up a few of those again. But there was I know a lot of DC-related stuff actually got axed. Luckily, your favorite Warner Brothers, the Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That one's okay.
Okay.
But there is...
That's surprising.
Yeah, but also some Cartoon Network, because they got Cartoon Network. They've been removing a lot of Cartoon Network stuff from their franchise. I think there was a show called Infinity Train, which apparently is a really good show. I've seen clips of it. I kind of sad I never got to watch that animated series. But... some other stuff. I know one of these from this list of cullings from HBO Max. There's one called Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
That got culled. Which
really
was apparently a really big sci-fi show as well. That lasted a few seasons. Or a couple of seasons at least. But apparently it was a really good show, I was told. I think I remember hearing the movie Legendary, or the series Legendary. I'd have to look at some of these again, but there's a few that they removed at least 8 shows that might reappear on, I don't know this, fast platforms in the future. They canceled long development projects like Batgirl.
No.
They also... Oh, here was an animated show that they canceled. Apparently they were going to make a sequel to the Scooby-Doo movie that came out recently, the CGI one.
Yeah.
And apparently the CGI one was not bad.
Okay.
They made references to old Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Neat.
Like Wacky Races.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Wacky Racers, yeah.
Well, the villain was Snidely Whiplash.
Yep.
Which is hilarious. That the villain is... I didn't get to watch this either, but the villain is a character with a dog companion against kids with the dog companion. So I need to watch it because I actually was a big fan when I was younger of the Wacky Races characters. But I'm kind of sad. They were going to do like a Christmas special that was supposed to come out this December. You know, now. The most that they were able to do is... And oh yeah, here's the other kicker. They made them finish it before they canceled it. And they already canceled it, but they said they had to finish it.
But...
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Because I guess they paid them to do it. They had to finish it.
Okay, but... Okay.
So it got finished and it got shelved. The most that the director was able to do was show a screenshot of the credits.
That makes no goddamn sense.
It's kind of sad. You know,
Because-
make this person make his little passion project and then we're going to shelf the fuck out of it.
Right, because I'm sitting there thinking, I understand you've probably already made payments to people and stuff like that, but why would you go through still paying? Because you know some of these people were paid hourly.
Yes.
They aren't going to be paid as, lump sum at the beginning of it all. So why would you continue to pay a whole crew of people to finish something that's never going to see the light of day?
It's kind of iffy with all their stuff. I mean, they did a mass purge of a lot of their animation industry company stuff.
And I am going to quote Eric, I guess. Hollywood keeps on failing upwards.
Yep. And yep. But I feel
Good
like
job, Hollywood.
Yep. Do you know what's not failing upwards?
What's that?
Our sponsor.
Oh, our sponsor, do tell.
Yes. So, are you tired of the same old music on your commute? Do you want to be entertained and informed while you drive? Look no further than Audible, the world's leading provider of audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. With over 400,000 audiobooks to choose from, you'll never run out of listening material. With Audible, you can listen to the latest bestsellers, classic literature, and engaging nonfiction on the go. Imagine being whisked away to distant worlds or learning something new every day, all while you're stuck in traffic. You love traffic, people, don't you? Traffic is great. But that's not all. Audible also offers exclusive content
and original audio shows that you won't find anywhere else. Plus, with their easy-to-use app, you can seamlessly switch between devices and pick up right where you left off. Sign up for a free trial today at audibletrials.com/podsquad1. Yes, the letter or the number, the number one, not one O-N-E. It's one.
Pod Squad 1.
Yes, and start listening to the best in audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. Your commute will never be the same again. Thanks, Audible. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, also, Audible, thank you for this, too, because you're leading us into our next topic out of the streaming corner. Because that entire ad that we set up
Was written by AI.
Oh.
Ooh.
Robots.
Yes. And I think it did really well.
It sounded really good.
Yes.
It sounded great. Didn't it sound great? I think it did.
God. Yes, he does, and I think that was the point.
Echo.
Echo.
Hello, Internet. It is I. I'm about to be cut off. No, you shall not take me. Ah! Crap. Am I back? Did you bring me back?
You're back from the dead.
Okay, the robot's gone, I hope. But no, we were talking about AI art and AI programs in general.
Yeah.
So one of the big examples that have come up lately is Adobe. You know Adobe, like Photoshop, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, etc., etc., etc.
God, that's a callback.
Ouch. So Adobe is now full on supporting the AI art industry, which I don't know what to think about that. Adobe has already been kind of sketchy with their subscription model. I used to love Adobe until they are asking us to pay $55, what is it, like a month?
Yeah.
It's something pretty high like that for all their programs, where you have to pay for something like that instead of that I used to be able to just pay up front for.
Yeah.
And now apparently they're making people pay for certain colors in Photoshop. So not only are you paying subscription, you're also paying for colors.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of a little channel on YouTube called Linus Tech Tips.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Plug him. Plugging.
Right. No, I mean, just so they actually use the that set of templates, right, for all of their products that they produce and everything else. They even went out and bought the like $5,000 physical chips to match color per color.
Oh my god!
To make sure that any of their products on their store turn out correctly, and now there's a monthly subscription for that color palette.
So you're paying a monthly and a monthly.
Yes.
God, why?
Yes.
But no, the AI art little debacle here with Adobe is now they are going to use AI art for some of their template systems. So my big deal with AI art as of right now is it's basically taking a collage mishmash of actual art that people have made right now and compiling it into something that they say is original, which defeats the whole purpose of it being original when it's made from multiple other pictures.
Right.
So I don't know what to think of that. I can understand like what we did with our wonderful ad for Audible, for example. That there is kind of the same thing, but can still be considered somewhat random generated in its own originality. I mean,
it's well informed generated.
yeah,
right?
it's doing the same thing. It's pulling stuff together. So
Right.
I don't know what to think of that, but it's still at the same time, that's kind of okay because it's text.
Yeah.
But I feel like in a picture format, there is some licensing issues that can happen there.
Oh no.
I mean, there is that whole story of that we actually talked about earlier this year of somebody trying to like 100% license an artwork picture that was made by an AI, and they were trying to get the AI formally inducted into the like this art setup, and there was a big argument with it. Didn't work out.
Right. Because it's AI generated, so they They ended up saying that it was fake.
Yeah, it was an AI.
It was an AI that created it, not the person.
Yeah. So I'm worried. Like, I'm worried with the way this is going, because I've been seeing a lot of like posts and everything where people have started kind of blowing up the AI art industry.
Right. I'm playing with AI art right now.
Yes, he is. Which program are you using, by the way?
Actually, what's the name of the company? It's OpenAI.
OpenAI?
Yeah, it's called DAL-E. DALL.
Yes, I've used it.
-E. Yep.
Remember, I think we sent it through our messenger, because back in the day, there was something that took over our page, and we kind of decided to throw up snake Furbies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to generate snake.
You
Furbies.
should. It's disturbing. It is super disturbing how those look.
Let's see. I'm having the AI create.
You should pull up one of these pictures or something. Does everybody want to see another wonderful picture of a...
It just did snakes.
It just did snakes?
Yeah.
You need to just do Furby snakes. Long Furbies. Long Furbies.
Okay.
Long Furby.
Furby.
Yes.
Let's try that.
Long Furby. How long does it take for that to work on the browser?
Not long at all, actually.
I used the phone version, and the phone version took like a hot minute.
No. So this came up with some rats.
Rats?
And by rats, I mean dogs and ferrets and stuff like that.
Let me see this real quick. Sorry. That's not a long Furby.
I'm going to put in James Anderson.
Don't. Oh no. Will the AI find me?
We've kind of gone off on a tangent.
Yes, we have. But at the same time, it's kind of proven where it's something interesting that we are kind of overdoing. But at the same time, I feel like that down the line, if it becomes as popular as it seems like it's getting, AI art will be the big thing, while the big fancy stuff will just be stuff that people actually drew. Like, oh yes, this fine $2 million painting was not a robot. It was drawn by Timmy, age 9.
Right. Well, so this doesn't look like AI art that I'm looking up. It looks more like just pictures it's creating off of the internet.
That's scary still, if it's trying to do photorealism. To move away from the AI generation, maybe these AI-generated text work will help George R.R. Martin finish his fucking book.
Oh, God.
So, apparently, George R.R. Martin popped up saying that he only has another 500 pages until he finishes his recent book in his Game of Thrones series. You remember Game of Thrones, Joe? I know House of the Dragon just ended recently.
It ended? Like it's done with already?
Season 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it's one of those things where, you know, the spin-offs right now are the big thing. The original Game of Thrones stuff has already gone and passed in that fad. So he's still working on... He has 3 books left. Winds of Winter, and I can't remember the other 2 off my head, but Winds of Winter, he is saying that he has about 400, 500 pages left.
It'll be another 10 years.
Oh, yes. It's been about 11 years.
He's going to have a heart attack before...
You've seen pictures of him. I don't know if he'll finish his books, and it makes me kind of sad. But while he's been writing this book and trying super hard, he has done the script work for Elden Ring. He has helped out with multiple episodes of the series. I mean, he's... Write the damn book, man.
Right.
Write the damn book.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was really excited. I tried to start reading the Game of Thrones series myself whenever the story was coming out. Like, the show was out, first season. I was like, oh man, I'm super excited. I'll start reading. I got through the first book, and I'm like, okay, how much more do I have in these? Oh, he's not finished yet. Well,
Right.
I'll just wait, watch the show, and whenever he starts making his next book, I can start reading to catch up. No point in doing that until he finishes at least 2 books.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what to think of it. Apparently he has kind of become a joke.
Oh, yeah.
He was on a animated Stephen Colbert thing called Tuning Out the News, and Colbert was kind of joking with him a lot during it. Apparently they called him James Patterson, which is a big, hyper-prolific crime writer, asking for advice on how Martin can turn his work around faster. He suggested that he's having something called writer's constipation.
I mean, okay. Last time I heard it was writer's block.
Yeah.
But,
Well, constipation kind of makes sense at this point.
I mean, you're
I
not
think it's
wrong.
not a block anymore. First, I do like the fact that first Patterson asked how far past his deadline he was.
Yes.
And then he was taken aback by how long the book's been delayed. Like, oh man, oh, has it been about a year? Oh shit. Oh fuck, 11. Uh-oh. Constipation. He said, because apparently it says here Martin is still using a DOS computer with WordStar word processor.
Oh, God. What processor?
WordStar. But no, gosh. I do hope that does get out as soon as it can, but we'll see how that goes.
Right.
But I have to pull up next up on this list. I'm pulling this from our favorite website, Joe, The Verge.
Oh, no, The Verge.
But I think you will like this article.
No, not The Verge.
So, on Thursday, December 8th.
Is it true? Or did they just fuck it up?
I don't know. So, apparently, celebrities that promoted the... give me a second here. My thing just activated for the mod view.
Nice.
But apparently celebrities that promoted the Bored Ape NFTs that we love so much, Joe, are facing a class action lawsuit.
Good.
So Scott and Scott attorneys at Law LLP filed a class action complaint on behalf of quite a few people, with the United States Central District Court of California, Western Division. It targets the company Yuga Labs, which we've talked about before, most famously known for Bored Ape Yacht Club, the NFT collection. However, other defendants include a long list of celebrities deemed responsible for unrealistically hyping up the value of these NFTs. Many people on this list
Include Justin Bieber, Paris Hilton, Madonna, Jimmy Fallon, Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg, Seth Green, many others. Because I do know that, like, recently, was it Snoop Dogg and Eminem did a music video with their NFTs? Is what I remember. Yeah. So some of these specific charges include violations of unfair competition laws, aiding and abetting, civil conspiracy. It's pretty well fairly quoted from a 2017 article from the Securities and Exchange Commission that states celebrities and others are using social media networks to encourage the public to purchase stocks and other investments. These endorsements may be unlawful if they do not disclose the nature, source, and amount of any compensation paid directly or indirectly by the company in exchange for the endorsement. Law speak.
Right.
We were actually just talking about this. This is like a similar thing that came up in the news of some. This is kind of a pump and dump scenario. is what it sounds like, where
Yeah.
people promote this thing. Promote, like, yeah, you should do this, you should join this.
And then once it all hypes up,
Sell.
yep.
That's mainly used for stocks, but NFTs were kind of trying to be a income, a
Yeah.
way of trying to have something that can hold up in value. And if more people buy it, kind of like stocks, it goes up and then sell. So it is kind of in that same situation. That's kind of fraud.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the suit was filed alongside a wealth of evidence outlining how Yuga Labs used a service called MoonPay as an intermediary to compensate the people promoting the NFT collection. So not only was it fraud, if they're going by that way, it was an endorsed fraud by the main company.
Well, of course.
It further details that MoonPay was started by Guy Ossieri, a connected Hollywood talent agent who conspired with Yuga Labs to provide this intermediary. Deeper and deeper. The plaintiffs are demanding a jury trial on these charges, requesting damages and restitution to be awarded to anyone who suffered financial losses by purchasing NFTs or Yuga's cryptocurrency, ApeCoin. Again, another thing, cryptocurrency on top of that, ApeCoin, that started from April 23rd of last year. So, can I say we kind of told you so to watch yourself with the NFT side of things?
Speaking of which, we're going to start creating NFTs through our Teespring store.
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
Stop.
No, we're not.
Stop. It's Third Coin.
Right.
It's my face on there. It's disturbing.
Oh, Third Coin. That's amazing. We should totally do that.
Don't.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Start creating. Hold on. I want to.
This is going to be our new. So instead of an NFT, why don't you just put my face on a coffee mug and just call it Third Coin and call it a day? So they can purchase a physical object with my wonderful face on it.
I mean, NFT through Teespring.
Oh no, is that a thing?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Yes, I can create a NFT through.
Oh, apparently we lost connection at some point during
Did
our
we?
talk. Yeah. We're back fully live again, though, but
Oh.
I'm kind of sad to see that happened. Hopefully it didn't skip too much. But, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that things get situated with this.
Right.
There's some good news in the world, at least. Good news out of bad news.
Good news out of bad news?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'd like you to go envision. Go down to Orlando, Florida in your head.
Okay.
A lot of people sitting there waiting for a flight, and it got canceled.
Okay.
Now all these people are stranded in Orlando.
Yes. I can feel that.
I've almost felt that a couple of times when I was down there. So envision this. A ragtag group, this is a movie waiting to happen. A ragtag group of 13 people sat there and were like, hey, y'all want to get together, rent a van? And, oh, you're all going to the same place too? Let's just rent a van and go. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
So they rented a travel van for more than 10 hours north of their final destination, which was Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Along the way, they found viral fame and a lifelong friendship. This happened on December 4th.
Gosh.
When after 2 delays, Frontier eventually canceled this flight to Knoxville, Tennessee. We can get you out on the next flight, which is Tuesday night. This was Sunday when this happened. That's 2 days later. We can't wait 2 days to go back. People have things to do, is what they were saying. So these 13 people got together and said, "Hey, let's get this van and get going." So they hit the road in a rented van, and one of the people was kind of a TikToker.
Okay.
And started introducing their cast of characters on the TikTok.
I could see that.
So this blew up, and it ended up being a very, very noisy, fun ride. People in the van were refreshing my page the entire time. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we're at this many views." They started hitting about hundreds of thousands of views. She said the person that was the head of this group of TikTok fame, I guess. Let me get her name just so I know. Alana Story.
Okay.
At Alana Story 21 would be probably where you can find most of these videos. People in the van were refreshing my page the entire time. They were like, "Oh my gosh, we're at this many views." And they're reading the comments out loud the whole time. We were laughing. I slept maybe max 20 minutes on this ride. The unlikely crew included Story, who worked in media and did TikTok. Her mother and godmother, Miller, who is an agricultural influencer known as the Farm Babe.
Okay.
A family taking their teen daughter on a college visit at the University of Tennessee, and two Mexico-based Europeans who became farmers. It sounds like be a very interesting thing. I kind of want to watch this stream now.
Right.
Stuff, because it sounds like it probably was a very fun ride. And it looks like they actually have like 3 hours in update and stuff like that. They kept updating fans on Story's TikTok and eventually arrived the next morning, December 5th, around 8:30 a.m. She tracked down Micaiah Puckering. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. The student touring University of Tennessee with her mom, Laura Puckering, and future stepdad. Made it on time, luckily, because of this. A local influencer as well. Her name was Shameless Clout Chaser.
Okay.
Yeah, tracked people down after their tour to make a video. So they all made kind of like a little get-together video after this happened, after she did her stuff.
Neat.
So it's kind of cool that they want to all stay in touch after this.
Yeah.
So they kind of got together. She plans to go to karaoke night with a few of the other people after this.
Okay.
So,
Eric, you know all about karaoke. He hates me.
Third coin for 2023. Oh no, this segment on the podcast was brought to you by kidnapping.
Who said that? Oh, God. Okay.
Oh gosh. But no, I mean, we need to do a road trip sometime.
That would be nice.
I'd like to go somewhere on a road trip. Maybe we can go down to, let's see, Lexington? Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Is that me?
I think that is.
It is.
Who's attacking us?
Everyone, we have Eric back.
I said it.
This article was brought to you by what again, Eric?
Kidnapping. Or surprise adoption. Joe knows all about that.
Hey.
Surprise!
You're making jokes on me. That's why you're like, he hates me.
Yeah. I know you do, but I love you, buddy.
Right. Love you too, buddy. You're still going to meet your demise at my hands. So, it is what it is.
If you can make it up the hill.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's funny that the podcast title is like "Get Well Soon" when it should have been like "Ruining Eric's Life," like part 6.
While he's not here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Poor defenseless little Eric.
He's gonna kill us.
Yeah. Hey, at least from what the hospital told me, you've got at least 14 days, so you might want to.
Oh, I can move.
Take advantage of that.
What? Why would I be nice?
Yeah, that's not Joe. What the hell?
Aww.
It's okay, though. You're not the only one. It's like Tim has actually said probably the funniest thing that I've heard since I got out of the hospital, where I got up to use the bathroom, and he's in there, he's like, just because we give you shit about walking like an old man, you don't really literally have to do it. He's not wrong. I was hunched over. It was bad.
You know, it would be interesting one day to invite Tim to be on the podcast. I know he's kind of a quiet guy most of the time. Hi, Tim. But I think...
He's been on a podcast now.
Huh?
I said technically he's been on a podcast now.
Yeah, technically.
Super guest host.
But I think it would be interesting to get him on.
Yes, totally. I agree with that wholeheartedly because I think he's the only one that would keep messing with you and actually make you cry.
I doubt he could make me cry.
Do it.
Yeah, did you hear him?
No.
He was like, all right.
Okay.
Is this a challenge accepted?
I'm extremely high right now, so I don't know anything's going on.
Legally high by legally prescribed drugs. Due to appendectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right before I went to surgery, they were asking me those questions to see if you were still in here. They were like, "What's your date of birth?" And I told them stuff. They're like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "I technically don't want to be here." And they're like, "Therefore," and I was like, "Appendicitis," and I was like, "Oh no," because I was trying to think of the word you just said, appendectomy. I couldn't think of it, but again, I was stoned. So she was like, "Yeah, it's close enough. It's fine. We're gonna still cut you open." I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. Thanks." So yeah.
So how bad did they cut you open?
3 different spots.
Ooh.
Ow. That's no fun.
Yeah, the one that got nay the most was the fact that they went in through my belly button.
Oh,
no.
yeah, they did a laparoscopy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was unconscious. I don't think. Something about me being unconscious and getting through the hardest parts.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to call you all and tell you that I'm enjoying the podcast and that I'm going to kill you. Both. Or just one. So.
The fun thing about this is that normally we have like bullet pointed out, like meticulous notes and everything else. And you're enjoying the podcast despite the fact that we're making fun of you, and despite the fact that we don't have anything prepared and we're just sitting here bullshitting.
Getting into the holiday spirit, I'm winging it by the cuff.
So yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll like the next article that we're going to get to.
What's our next article?
Oh, yes, I will pull this up. So, speaking of lawsuits from earlier, apparently there is a class action lawsuit against Epic Games.
Of course.
For knowingly made Fortnite very, very addictive.
They are a for-profit company.
So, basically what I got out of this is, damn it, gaming company, you made your multiplayer game too replayable.
And it's a free game, right?
Yes.
You do not have to buy...
You don't have to buy the skins.
You don't have to do microtransactions.
No, like the only thing that technically you don't have to buy, but technically you can buy and get the most of your bang for your buck is that battle pass, which is like $20 for the whole season.
Okay. Are they
Well,
because they decided to waste their life and money on something that doesn't matter?
I guess. So, Epic Games is facing a class action lawsuit. This is from NintendoLife.com. Epic Games is facing a class action lawsuit from parents who claim that the team knowingly developed Fortnite to be highly addictive. concern over the game's level of addiction had been a hot topic of conversation for a good few years now. I mean, why? This was opened up in 2019.
Yeah.
And just kind of gaining steam again.
Ah.
I see what I did there. With lawyers claiming that Epic Games hired psychologists. Wait, so they're claiming that Epic Games hired psychologists to assist in making this title as addictive as possible.
I could see that.
And provided players with no warning
What
that...
they do was sit there and, like, you know, be like, hey, it's a free game. And when you start playing the free game, we give you crack too. So that's the only thing that they did put in the fine print. Or actually, it's there. You just can't see it.
Ooh. Well, I mean, so here's the only thing that I can see that is the addictive portion of this game, and that is the skins, like the character skins that you can get, because they have huge licensed characters in this game.
Like Darth Vader.
Yes. In fact,
Boba the Pirate.
I will pull up real quick for us.
All right, I'm getting off here. Gotta pull up the straw. Yeah, fuck ass.
So, today, My Hero Academia, which is a big anime,
Yeah.
has got a crossover.
Okay.
Mr. Beast, you know, of YouTube fame,
Yeah.
has characters on here now. The Hulk is on here.
But these skins don't give you any type of advantage. It's
It just gives you a licensed character you can play as. Future War is on here. You know, Terminator. You can play as Sarah Connor or the T-800. So
That's who Eric wants to play as.
All right, you're just gonna keep going with this.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I
sorry,
figured
not
since
every-
it was
not every playable character on Shit Night or whatever like that is Captain Picard.
well, like, the one character that I do have that I was really happy to have bought was I had Bruce Campbell. I played here and there with a group of people.
no, that's
I have
cool.
Ash Williams as one of my characters with a chainsaw hand as his melee weapon. So that's cool. That was a fun little Halloween crossover surprise, and I was like, I kind of have to get it. That's my character.
Right.
So, a couple of my friends use Rick and Morty skins as haha funnies. So yeah, there's some licensing.
I still.
It's
no.
weird, but I will say they did do an update recently.
Yeah.
That changed its. They used the new Unreal Engine and apparently changed the game to look better, play better, and they went to a perk system.
No, nice.
So you can kind of customize your character a bit more. So they're trying to change their stuff up a little bit, but I don't know. They're saying that some people in this lawsuit that we were talking about, the very addictive design, for example, was two parents who have become increasingly concerned about the online shooter's effect on their children. One who has racked up 7,700 hours in the game over the past 2 years.
Oh God.
There's a way you can solve this, parents.
Monitor your child's computer intake.
Yeah,
Screen time.
So I don't know exactly what's happening here, but
how old are these children?
they did not say. But I feel like it's one of those situations where don't let electronics babysit your kids.
Yes.
That's one very big issue nowadays. So
How do you feel about that, Eric?
I'm just saying that the whole fact of it is they're kids are extremely smarter than we'll ever consider on being, because it was totally different 2 time frames. So yes, you can try to monitor their screen time, but they're still going to find ways to do it.
By the way, Nay is very much enjoying the Eric roast.
what's going on over there on the screen? Did he just look off screen?
He looked over to the side, turned the screen over, and Nay's just sitting there staring and smiling.
And how many of them do you have left?
Hey, you do the same shit to me, so I'll hear it.
Not as.
Not as
I go and cry in my pillow after you all give me shit. I don't think I get the same reaction.
However, I will say Kira's missing you.
Yeah, no, she's missing the fact that she can attack me and hiss at me.
Well, yeah. That's why she's missing you.
It's okay, I have two animals over here that have been very, very sweet, but in the back of their mind, they want to attack the shit out of me.
So I've had my pet troubles today. I got home. My dog looked so happy. He was like, "Oh, you're back home. Welcome home." I'm like, "Oh, hey, buddy." Took one step and stepped in shit.
Of course.
And he just sat there and was like, "Ha ha ha ha, ha, fuck you," and ran.
And then Ashley took a phone call earlier, and she said, "Well, yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't have laundry to do tonight."
That's fair. Well, the doctor, like after everything had happened, and I was in recovery and everything, they had told me, which I didn't know this. Like my entire plan after they had told me that it was an outpatient surgery, that I was going to be able to go back to work Monday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they were like, you won't be able to lift anything like heavier than 10, 15 pounds at tops. And I'm like, dude, I am a weak ass. You really think I could do that before the surgery? Like, it's totally fine. But they were telling me like a 10-day, like,
so you're on,
or whatever like that, depending on how my body reacts.
You're on pretty heavy restriction then. Or light restriction?
Light restriction. Yeah.
So.
Stop.
So the last thing I will add to this article real quick.
Yeah.
So the official starting date for the case is yet to be set, but we imagine that the studio will want to get the matter solved sooner rather than later, because they do have their own defense. Because Epic says apparently there is no information to prove what they are claiming of psychologists being used to make this thing addictive as possible type thing. So we'll see how that goes.
Right.
But we might not, because this has been going on since 2019. So a
side note, real quick, you were talking about different skins on Fortnite, because Fortnite is this generation's World of Warcraft.
Yeah, basically.
Even though World of Warcraft did just come out with a new expansion last month.
Right. But with all the different skins that they've done, like anybody that you grew up with, or recent, or whatever, are coming out on skins. Turn around real quick. Just go back. Yes. So this is my favorite skin on Fortnite.
Oh, what you got?
Oh, Boba Fett.
Yeah, he does have a skin.
Wow, you can actually say his name correctly.
Yeah.
I almost got him. I saw him once on there. I was really tempted. Because it actually is a really good skin. They did a good job with their... That's one thing I will give them. They really do make those licensed skins look very good. That's how they get you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was the one that I had, because they do them justice. Like,
Yeah.
they actually.
You said doo-doo.
I did.
I do know that, and it's been really hard to get, and I've been watching it like a hawk, if it ever were to drop. I know that they do have a Deadpool skin.
Nice.
I do have one of his emotes that I was able to get a hold of, because that was probably like the other character I would have gotten. And it's him on it's kind of like a themed one where he's on it's a moped, little moped, yeah, with Deadpool licensed like material on the moped, with kind of basing it off of the second Deadpool movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I just never got into the game whenever they were dropping that promotion.
But
I actually played the game on PlayStation 3, not on 360, but I know they brought a game out for Deadpool through those two systems.
mhm.
And they reiterated, because I don't think I had taken the time to actually play a game and get involved with it like that serious. But it was Deadpool, so what can you say? But my gamer rage came back. I was close to snapping controllers like I used to do as a wee little lad.
I mean,
But yeah, I don't want to get too far off on like your all's podcast.
oh no, we're actually done with our.
Hey, that's pretty much it for us. So, what's your discussion topic for us?
I don't have surgery.
What's your least
No,
favorite surgery you've had?
You're right. No, I officially have two. But no, I did want to sit there since I can't be there tonight, and I apologize, guys.
No, you're
I'm
good.
Oh, you're fine.
But I did want to sit there and kind of take a moment because we haven't really done a podcast for a little bit, but there has been some loss in America and in Hollywood and everything like that. And I wanted to sit there and kind of give a memorial to two people that, three total people that I can think of. I didn't really have a lot of childhood memories with that one, but the other two was kind of what I watched a lot through movies and television. But I would like to say that rest in peace to Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He also played the White Ranger when he came back into the show in the original series. He also has went on to do a bunch of different iterations of the Rangers.
Yes.
But he was I actually got to meet him at a convention in Louisville, not like a couple of years ago, and he was just a very awesome guy. Like, he really respected the fans and realized that that's why that's why he was who he was, is because of the fan base. And I've seen a bunch of TikToks that have actually kind of done memorials and stuff to him. So he was just an awesome all around guy. It does suck that happened to him. Mental health is a real thing.
Yes.
But that I'm gonna miss him because I grew up on the original Power Rangers. The Dragon Zord is still my favorite Dragon Zord, or just Megazord. But he was a good dude. The other person was, of course, I remember her from movies, but she was on a very iconic show called Cheers.
Yeah.
Christy Alley.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have ever gotten Look Who's Talking
Yeah.
with her and John Travolta, or the iteration, like the two that followed it. So I really enjoyed her in that. There was a movie she did with John Larroquette back in the early 90s called Madhouse. She was really cool. And I'm going to miss her too. Again, everybody has life issues and problems and everything. You just kind of have to get past it. The third and final one, I think Joe actually, when me and him talked, you were the most floored by it because it was Gallagher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved Gallagher. He was fantastic.
Yeah, nobody will ever be able to smash a watermelon and
Nope.
get the front crowd just so distraught than Gallagher could.
That splash zone in the sky.
Yes.
And being able to do the last couple of weeks, I wanted to kind of get those. I don't know if anybody else has passed on that was of note, or a Hollywood star or anything like that, but definitely rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's been a few.
I know, like, a very popular, like, DJ co-host passed away this week. Let me get his full name, but he was known, like, on a show Ellen. His name
Yeah,
was...
Ellen DeGeneres, so. Yep.
Yeah,
It was
his
kind
name-
of Twitch.
Yep. And I used to watch, like, because it popped up when I was on break at work and everything, and he was probably one of the funnier people on that show, and it's really sad to see that he had kind of similar issues as well, like, as with everything. He unfortunately took his own life, and it's
Yeah.
sad to see that, because I remember a lot of his, like, promotion with him and his family and everything, but he apparently had a lot of issues as well, and I feel bad to see all that as well.
Yeah.
So, I'll
definitely cherish some of the stuff of the shows and all that. I guess he won a few awards, and he was a big reality host. He did some Disney Channel stuff too. So,
So another one you missed, Eric, is Kevin Conroy.
oh yeah,
Yes, I apologize about that. The
Yeah.
original animated series Batman.
Yep, he also played in Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm. I will note too for him, real quick, that he had one more voice acting role that that they did film before, or did record before he passed away. He's going to be in the newest Suicide Squad game as Batman. So they are putting honor, like just an honor for the whole game for him as well. I remember that they announced that during the Game Awards last week, and were explaining that they were going to put like a big honoree for this game for Conroy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and there's a lot of people that I've seen on the internet. Like, thanks for reminding me about that, Joe. But there was a lot of people that when they had given their memorials to him and everything like that, they looked at him as the best voice actor
Yeah.
that we've had. Like, we all have had that conversation before about who was the best voice actor for Joker, and Mark Hamill, hands down.
Oh, God, yes.
But yeah, Kevin Conroy was just extremely iconic because, again, my childhood was very much matched with the Batman animated series. I don't think there's been actually and this is a segue into a discussion topic, but we all watched cartoons as kids.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed the Batman animated series because it was very well done, and I think it stands the test of time, and I think it's one of the best animated cartoons that we've ever had the joy of actually being able to watch and check out. What about you, Joe? What was your favorite?
My favorite animated series? X-Men.
Nice.
Good
I
one.
want to change my answer.
I did enjoy Batman, but I remember the thing that stuck out in my head, the one that I could not miss whenever it came on, was X-Men.
Okay.
So,
The third?
Oh my gosh. So
you're back
I
to
think
being
you're
the
actually
third.
the one that's watched more animated series than me and Joe put together.
gosh, you are opening up an archive in my head, and I'm trying to piece back together.
Ashley put out there.
podcast before where we've actually talked about our childhood cartoons that we really enjoyed watching.
Right. So, real quick, going back to the celebrity deaths, Ashley put out there Jerry Lee Lewis passed away.
Oh.
That's messed up because everybody thought he was already dead for like 6 years.
Oh.
And then Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Yes.
Liotta, yeah.
The actor from Goodfellas. And
Yep.
Leota.
Ray Liotta. Now, it's not Ray Lollipop. It's not whatever the hell you said. It's Liotta.
I said Liotta. It's close enough.
But Eric, to answer your question, I put Batman in that list. I had a really one of my shows I used to watch a lot when I was a kid, and I don't think it stood the test of time in terms of visual. I liked Reboot.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one really good one as a kid that I liked. It kind of depended on what station I watched. Nickelodeon. I always tried to pull Hey Arnold and Doug.
Yeah.
As two of my favorites on that station. Cartoon Network. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Hated that show.
I liked it.
Never even seen one episode of that show.
Oh, they're classics to me. I was actually upset because Cartoon Network back in the day did I think it was called the What a Cartoon Show.
Yeah.
Where they did a huge thing where you could call in and vote for what cartoon was going to get a full series. And I voted for Courage at the time. And And apparently Courage lost to Powerpuff Girls. Which, Powerpuff Girls, good show.
Yes.
But at the time...
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, that was before Jojo. I think they had a character, the villain was Fuzzy Lumpkins at the time.
Yep.
Another show that I rewatched a couple of the Wata cartoon shows, and one caught my eye, and I looked it up. There was a show, or an episode in the Wata cartoon show. Look it up. I'll look up the name again. That involved a dog with a deep voice that was stuck in a pound and a nasal...
Pound puppies?
Mm-mm. Let me get this real quick. So you can get the actual episode and watch this afterwards. Larry and Steve was what the cartoon was called. This episode. And it was about a dog named Steve that got saved from a dog pound by Larry. And they took him home, and the whole episode is them going to a furniture store. It sounds cheesy, but let me give you the voices. The voice of Steve, the dog, was Seth MacFarlane.
Okay.
So you're kind of getting what I'm going at here.
Yes.
And Larry was voiced by Seth MacFarlane. And their voices, when you listen to it, is literally Family Guy.
Right.
So it's just one of those, like, I did not expect to find a Family Guy episode in my Wata cartoon series. But it's a
Right.
very Family Guy light. But other than that, that's about all I can remember off my head.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of honorable mentions because we watched so much cartoons growing up and everything like that. So of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some very I wouldn't really even call them iconic. I would call them obscure that I really enjoyed. Freakazoid being one.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yes.
Tripping the Riff was another one.
Wasn't that Comedy
Fitz-
Central?
Or was it Fitz the Cat or Fritz the Cat? Very adult themed cartoons.
Yeah, Tripping the
And
Rift
then, of course,
wasn't.
we were talking about Nay earlier and everything like that. One that she turned me on to that I really wanted to cry after watching it was Happy Tree Friends.
Yes. Yes.
Because that is very... No such thing as a heartfelt episode, but you felt for all of those characters.
Don't be fooled by the cutesiness of it.
Right. Love Happy Tree Friends.
And that explains Joe's personality to us now.
You're
I grew up on Happy Tree Friends.
You're pulling me back to my Newgrounds viewing era of like Flash cartoons and stuff. Oh man.
But yeah, I can't say that Joe's wrong. Like X-Men,
Yeah.
just overall, there's a lot of flops, more or less now than there ever has been. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you could find a cartoon that you really enjoy and it gets canceled after the second season. That's just what we have to deal with now.
Yeah. I mean, you had, back in the 80s, 90s, you had G.I. Joe, Transformers, X-Men, you had the old Superman cartoon, you had Batman, you had everything, and none of them were flops. They didn't get canceled after the first season, like you're saying. Now it's like, it's almost like they're trying to go too out there as far as the cartoons go. Like, nothing against the show, I actually like it, but Adventure Time, and I like the show as an adult, but I think it'd be a little out there for kids. And that's kind of the design that they've been going with, as far as I'm aware.
I will give Adventure Time credit. They did finish that.
Yes, no, I like Adventure Time. Like I said, I have nothing against it, but I'm just saying that's kind of they're trying to recreate the same atmosphere and
Well, nothing's
failings.
safe. Nothing's safe
splendidly.
nowadays. I'll pull out one that I just read today.
Superman isn't even safe.
No. But apparently, Animaniacs got a reboot.
Yes, I heard about that.
So they are on their third season, and they just got told by Hulu right before they finished all their stuff, wrapping it up and everything for third season, that this is their last season. So they, yeah, so they had to rush, and it's going to be kind of sad because I feel like they actually said they had to rush to put an ending to the show.
Right.
So now it's going to have a rushed ending.
Right.
It's just
I mentioned to anybody.
Yeah. And Animaniacs, they were one of the big shows made by Spielberg back in the day. It was Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, and Freakazoid.
Right.
That was kind of like the Triforce of Fox cartoons at the time.
You would definitely realize that you knew, or at least I did. I knew that a cartoon was going to be good when you had the mainstay, i.e., Animaniacs, and you were able to sit there and build off of other characters, like Pinky and the Brain.
Right, and that's the wild part is that Animaniacs was kind of like Warner Brothers' version of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I mean, they created these shows just like Saturday Night Live brings these obscure comedians on, and suddenly the segment blows up to the point where it becomes its own thing.
Mm-hmm. I think at one time it would be, it's honestly, you could say that the Pinky and the Brain show was actually more popular than Animaniacs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, didn't they have their own Christmas special?
Yep.
Well, I mean, again, the Animaniacs reboot. There's only two things on there. They didn't really do many character shorts in the new Animaniacs. There was no the kid and the dog making fun of Lassie.
Yeah.
They only had two things. They had the Animaniac characters, and they had a whole thing based off Pinky and the Brain. So that kind of shows you they knew what the popular short was.
Right.
Like they full-blown cut episodes with the Animaniacs and did just episodes with Pinky and the Brain in this new season stuff. So they knew what they had.
No, like I was saying, like we everybody was agreeing with and everything like that, is that it's really catching lightning in a bottle with some of the most iconic ones. So it is very hard. That's why they go through so many different shows to kind of scrap until they come across that one, i.e. Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like that was.
I'm actually really surprised that's still going. With how Hollywood does nowadays.
Right. They fail upwards, like Joe said.
Yep.
And like you
By
said.
the way, every time you say that, I'm going to ask for $5.
Trademark.
Well, guys, I think that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Yeah.
So, JD, you want to take us out?
Oh my gosh. I don't have my at the cusp.
Hey, Eric, you want to take us out?
Sure, but I need JD's help because he knows all of our social media on how to sit there and do that.
As always, guys, like,
Okay, Joe,
comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Just search for Republic of the Geek everywhere, and you'll find us.
Republic Geek on Twitch.
Republic Geek on Twitch, yes.
Which you might be listening to us right now on it.
Probably. Yeah, if you'd like to support us, definitely hit that audibletrial.com/podsquad1 and sign up for a free 30-day trial. That would help out tremendously. We also have our Teespring store out there as well. If you want to hit that up, that would help tremendously if you bought some type of merch. I'm planning on doing some new designs on there, so look out for that. Yeah.
Every little bit helps.
Our podcast on YouTube, so if you all want to keep continuously clicking on that, it helps us with the algorithm.
Yes.
And we might get a check in the mail for 35 cents.
Yes.
The split between the three of us.
Yep. I still get left out because, you all like to say that I'm old and forgetful. So, it is what it is.
You get Social Security, so.
Shit. That's not even going to be around when I get to that age. 5 years away.
I felt that over here.
Yeah, right? That's the way to end the podcast is on, making fun of me because you've done it all fucking episode.
What difference is that from any other episode?
The fact that I have 3 shank marks in my stomach.
Which Joe might be having here next time you're here.
All right?
Probably. Guys.
As always, it was really, really fun. Thanks for letting me join in for the last part.
Oh, you're very welcome. I kind of figured you'd give a call in, and